Congressman John Conyers expressly and vehemently denied allegations of sexual harassment on Tuesday after a report that he had paid a woman over $27,000 to settle a complaint. The Michigan Democrat did acknowledge that he had reached a settlement, seeming to contradict what he had told the Associated Press on Tuesday morning. "My office resolved the allegations with an express denial of liability in order to save all involved from the rigors of protracted litigation," said Conyers in a statement. "That should not be lost in the narrative. The resolution was not for millions of dollars, but rather for an amount that equated to a reasonable severance payment." His statement came after he told the Associated Press at his Detroit home on Tuesday morning that he knew nothing about any claims of inappropriate touching and had learned of the story just hours earlier. Referring to allegations of sexual harassment and assault being made against politicians and others, the veteran Democratic lawmaker says he had been looking at these things with amazement. A spokesman for Conyers said, "The Associated Press made an unannounced visit to the home of Congressman Conyers this morning." Congressman Conyers was under the impression the reporter was speaking of recent allegations of which he was unaware of and denied. BuzzFeed reported on Monday that Conyers' office paid the woman under a confidentiality agreement. BuzzFeed also published affidavits from former staff members who said they had witnessed the Democratic representative touching female staffers inappropriately, rubbing their legs and backs or requesting sexual favors. One former staffer said one of her duties was to keep a list of women that I assumed he was having affairs with and call them at his request and, if necessary, have them flown in using congressional resources. BuzzFeed said it received the documents from right-wing activist Mike Cernovich, but independently confirmed their authenticity. Cernovich said he gave the documents to BuzzFeed News because Democrats would try to discredit the story by attacking the messenger if he published them himself. The House Ethics Committee said on Tuesday it had begun an investigation of the allegations. The 88-year-old Conyers is the top Democrat on the House Judiciary Committee and the longest-serving current member of the House. The two Democrats most likely to replace him as the ranking member on the Judiciary Committee both called for an investigation. Zoe Lofgren of California said in a statement, "The reports about Congressman Conyers are as serious as they get. The Committee on Ethics should take up this matter immediately with a goal of promptly assessing the validity of the news account," said the California Democrat. "This reported behavior cannot be tolerated in the House of Representatives or anywhere else." This was echoed by Jerry Nadler of New York, who said, "The allegations are extremely serious and deeply troubling. Obviously, these allegations must be investigated promptly by the Ethics Committee. There can be no tolerance for behavior that subjects women to the kind of conduct alleged." The Democrat added, "We also must support efforts to reform the way the House of Representatives handles these matters to make the process easier and more supportive of victims, as well as more transparent."